Hi, it's Dr. Cooper, and this is a podcast for the ENG102 Freshman Composition course. Today's podcast is the Module 2 Welcome Podcast. Good morning. Well, let's see here. Before we start talking about Module 2, let's talk about a couple of things that need to be done before you get there. First off, as you can see, I'm looking at the Module 1 that we just completed. And you can see here where it has a little check mark that says Viewed the Page. You must view this page in order for this module to be completed. You also must have submitted your Research Prospectus 1, check. Assignment number 3, oops, I don't have a check. And paper number 1, oops, I didn't turn that in. So there's no check. As a result, you will not be able to see or do anything in Module 2. So you have to go back and finish the things that are required in Module 1 before you can actually move on to Module 2. One other thing I want to show you quickly is MLA Format. We're going to learn more about this, but this is basic MLA Format right now that you should have learned in English 101. So a couple of things that you need to turn in on every assignment that you turn in. You need a heading, which goes here, flush left, and you need a header, which has your name and the page number. So to get to the header, you just click in it, and now you can see that I'm in the header. And what I can do is then scroll over to the far right, and you want to add a page number. I'm in Microsoft Word, and I can click right up here and say insert page number. So I want to insert the page number at the current position. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Nope, it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to where it is on the right side. So I just want a basic page number, nothing fancy, because fancy will make it not MLA. All right. So and I don't want page, so I'm just going to go ahead and click plain number. And then there it is. Now, before the number, you want to add your last name and a space. Okay. Now, every page that you have, that header will show up on it. And to get out of it, just go ahead and click down here. Now, your header just needs to have your name, your date, the class, and the assignment number. So it'll look like this when you're done. So these are the two key elements that you need to have in your on your assignments to have MLA format. Now the margins are pretty much set, but if you need to check those, you can always go into your page layout to see what your margins are and to change those. So here you can see if I click on margins, it'll help me set up my margins. So you want 1 inch all the way around. So top, bottom, left, right. So that's all you need, and boom, you're done. MLA. Okay, so now let's take a look at Module 2. Once you get there, what are we going to be doing? So here's Module 2. Let's go ahead and read the Module 2 overview. You will see that Module 2 will look very similar to Module 1, where there will be 1 discussion, 3 assignments, a paper, and a quiz. So this module, we will continue the research process. You will use the same approved topic that you did in Module 1. You will discuss your position or proposal arguments in the discussion forum. And remember, if you haven't been able to decide whether or not you're writing a position or a proposal paper, that's okay. Just go ahead and submit the outline with one of them. The whole idea is that we're trying it out. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know, and then you can retry it again. But when you don't turn things in, you don't get to retry it. You're saying, I didn't do it, and here it is late, I take points off, and you don't get a chance to rewrite it. So turn stuff in, you have to be willing to give it a try. Okay, so you will also learn to evaluate sources, because we can't just grab any source and use it. We need to evaluate it. You're going to also conduct 2 more research assignments. You're going to learn to search for books and to search online databases for sources. You will continue to practice your summarization and paraphrase skills, and you will also reflect on your research project in 2 or more journals. So again, you will have 2 research prospectuses in this module. Okay, you will write the introduction to your final paper, which is called paper 2. Remember, all of your papers will be combined together to make up the final paper. Okay, so this first introduction is what we call defining the issue or defining the problem. And we also call it a synthesis paper because you will be synthesizing the different sources that you've gathered throughout this module. Okay, so you will learn to synthesize and cite sources in your paper using MLA style of documentation in this module. And then, of course, this module will end with a reading